You don't have to read far through the literature to see the importance of retrieval practice. Notion makes it possible for you to get your retrieval practice right up there and fresh at the very front of every single lesson, every single day. Welcome to Notion for Teachers. It's my mission to help you build and maintain your system in Notion so that system supports you rather than you working for it. Hit subscribe and the bell icon and you'll be notified when I'm dropping new videos every single week. Okay, the reason why you're watching this video is because you want Notion to support and make very, very easy and straightforward your retrieval practice so that you are able to help your students go back in their memories to the last lesson, last week and last month, pulling back those topics and freshing their knowledge before you plow on with the new content that you're teaching that day. Watch right to the very end and I'll make sure that your system is set up to fully support you in your retrieval practice and helping you to fully support your students to become the very, very best that they can be. So let's jump into Notion right now and start building. Okay, so we're in our lesson planning database here. I call mine my period by period planner because that's how I do it. Okay, I've got every single period in the school year in this database with a class attached to it, main topic, subtopic, and so on. Everything related to every single lesson in one row of this particular database. If you want to go into that in more detail, I'll link to my other video, top right of the screen. For now, we're setting up our retrieval practice, okay? Retrieval practice, one of the core fundamentals of great teaching, and Notion can very much facilitate that for us. So how do we do that then? Okay, so in this view, I have sorted by my year group or year period. Which period in the year are we in? So these year periods, every single period in the school year has a different number. These are in ascending order for this particular class. For the class 4C, these year periods are now in ascending order. So I know that the topics that are listed here, linked by reference, linked by relation to the topics database. Again, that's a separate video. For now, those there topics linked to the topics database are in the order in which I have taught them over the past month and continuing forward. And I just want to set up Notion to help me improve my retrieval practice very, very quickly, remembering every single topic that I've taught one lesson ago, 1 week ago, and 1 month ago. And it's very, very straightforward. What I have right beside, when I'm planning this, when I'm preparing my retrieval practice, I'll do it like once a month. I'll come in and I'll list my subtopic. What subtopics was I teaching on every single one of those lessons, okay? I'll have them listed. Right beside that, I'll have a lesson last retrieve, week last retrieve, and month last retrieve, because that's the frequency on which I want to pull back. In any given lesson, I want to pull back on what I was doing one lesson ago, 1 week ago, and 1 month ago. And all I'm doing is selecting those cells, okay? And for the lesson last retrieve, I've grabbed all those cells, dragged them, Control C, and then I just come across, move up one row, down one row, Control V, and there we have, okay? So I know that, say on the 24th, on the 7th of February, there, 7th of Feb, my main topic that I was teaching that day was rearranging formula, but there displayed right alongside it is what I taught the lesson before, quadratic factorization. All right. Then using the same principle, I will grab those cells, Control C, and I will take them down. So if I taught quadratic factorization on Friday the 4th of Feb, I'll know that I want to be reviewing that approximately a week later. And okay, we had that Friday off school at mine. It doesn't really matter if we're 1 or 2 lessons out here or there. I will drop that, Control V, and there. So I will retrieve a quadratic factorization question the lesson after. I'll also retrieve it a week later when I'm then actually teaching simple simultaneous equations. And I'll do the same a month later. So if I taught quadratic factorization on Monday the 7th of Feb. I'll know that on about Monday the 7th of March, and there it works out perfectly in this case because it's 28 days in Feb, I'll know that I want to be reviewing that again, okay? And there is that database. And obviously, once I get up to Friday the 18th of March, I'll need to go in there and repopulate the rest of these rows with the next topic that I'm teaching, and therefore the retrieval practice accordingly. But it's nicely, we're all sorted there for right up until Friday the 18th of March with our retrieval practice. What does that then look like in our today's lesson dashboards? If you viewed my two videos ago, you'll have seen my today's lessons dashboard. And if I came down to my 4C synced block, so synced all across my Notion system, but normally accessed here into the today's lessons dashboard, I can come down, I can have a look at, well, retrieval. In terms of retrieval, I know that today's lesson, which is the subtopic column, I'm teaching more complex simultaneous equations, but then I have it automatically dropped available to me here to see is what I taught last lesson, what I taught a week ago, and what I taught a month ago. And I can very, very quickly throw up a couple of examples on the board as my starter just to practice that bit of retrieval practice for the students in the class. And we're getting that constant retrieval practice, drip feeding in previous topics that we've studied. Thank you very much, Notion, for making that so easy and so straightforward. Okay, hope that was super useful. You've been watching Notion for Teachers. I'm Andrew. Hit subscribe and the bell icon and you'll be notified when I'm dropping new videos every single week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.